The documentation that we have, we can obviously see the result that the Quality Labs has, but we don't know if they sent us the sample back to BCSO or Quality Labs.
All right, so y'all need to find that out today.
And then, just to give a more complete, the lab that we've found that can retest the blood would require 30 days once they receive it.
Now, before we even get to that point, you all, before you approach me, need to find out where the sample is and if the sample is even exists.
Right away, the judge zeroes in on the most important issue. Does the evidence even still exist? In criminal cases, chain of custody is everything. If that blood sample can't be located, or worse, was mishandled, it could completely change the defense strategy. And notice the judge shutting down any speculation until the facts are verified. No assumptions, no shortcuts. Just find the sample first. That's courtroom control in real time.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason with the red or burgundy spots on it, are you on the docket today? Are you here for someone else? I'm sorry? All right, so you need to move because you're flirting with the inmate. That's not allowed. So you need to step outside. Deputy, remove her. And who were you here for?
Inmate here with the gold glasses.
All right, guy with the gold glasses. And lady, you're flirting with somebody who's an inmate. That means that he's not doing anything for you. And you're down here where you should probably be at work. And if you have children, you should be concentrating on your children. You're not allowed back in the courtroom. You're excused. You know you should not be flirting with people in the crowd. This is not a dating show. And while we're off the record, Mr. Gonzalez, I noticed a mark on your arm. You need to make sure you have a doctor look at that, okay?
It's just, that was his wife. And
Yeah, that's no flirting.
I understand.
Yeah.
I just want to.
Yeah. Still not able to flirt. No flirting in the courtroom. Yeah. All right, we're back on the record. All right, Jacob Borrego.
Good
Hi,
morning,
come down.
Judge, I understand he was late.
Mhm.
I'm starting up back in a jury trial in one of the district courts here in Bear County. I can't remember.
Okay, this hearing just took a hard left turn. The judge literally pauses court to call out someone for flirting with an inmate in the gallery. And while it sounds almost comedic, this is actually about courtroom decorum and security. Judges are constantly watching the room, not just the defendants. Also, did you catch how quickly the atmosphere shifted from awkward humor to authority? 1 second, it's uncomfortable laughter. The next, someone's being escorted out.
So we like to put on their jackets because they had to come and drop me off.
All right, there's no excuse for your tardiness. Where are your sober meetings?
I gave it, she had he got my paper, the little paper I had. No. I gave it,
Oh, Mahia, don't get him in trouble. Saying that his girlfriend or his wife has it.
I got the paper.
But she's not here. And there's another girl. Don't get him in trouble.
But I did go. I already got my just for today thing.
No. You need
a paper. I had it with my phone when he put me in handcuffs.
Okay.
I had it with my phone.
All right, we're gonna see if it's here.
I got that. And then I made a appointment with Lifetime, and I go on the second. She said if you need a confirmation with his father. Oh. Yeah.
Let me see it.
Now, does that have documentation on it, or that's just showing that, hey?
No. It's the guys like Rock for the AA and all that.
Well, these are people you to call, but this doesn't show that you actually went to sober meeting.
I forgot to get the paper from them, but I did go though. I did.
If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'm positive because I used Sunday. That was my last use Sunday.
All right, so we need to take this motion to revoke up now, because otherwise he's going to end up perhaps overdosing.
Okay.
And then I got an appointment on the second with Lifetime.
All right, so is he going to plead true, or what are we doing?
I don't know, Judge. I have not had a chance to confirm.
Yeah,
so
all right.
I've got about 11 minutes.
All right, State. Can you confer with him on Mr. Jacob Borrego on the motion to revoke. It appears that he needs help with his drug addiction.
Yes, sir. You just want to keep him in custody, Judge? I'm
Yes.
going to go finish my trial.
Sure.
And then I'll come back.
All right, everyone, please have a seat. And what date?
26.
All right, Tomas Hernandez. Come forward. All right, your attorney is not doing well.
This moment is heavier than it first appears. The defendant openly admits recent drug use, and instantly, the judge changes gears from frustration to concern. Listen closely. She's no longer just talking about probation violations. She's talking about survival. That comment about a possible overdose, that's the court recognizing addiction as a real and immediate danger, not just a legal problem. And honestly, this is where drug court cases become emotionally complicated.
All right, we're going to see you back on the 26th at 9. And Eddie, take care of yourself.
Hello, Judge.
Don't come back down here if you're not feeling well, okay?
No, I have to get it up from one-man show.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, miss.
You're welcome. All right, I'm going to call the docket when I